Why? Okay. Stream is live. There we go. Friends, players, EG, Tio, Eric. Add friend. Alright, who else do I need to send an invite to? Who? Invite to Eric.
Hello. Wow, what a packed race.
Yeah, hold on. So sending invites. Still trying to figure out who's all gonna be here. Stonic, Stonic, let's see, that's right, he's on this profile. Who else? Baba, so that's Oxy Aries. Cookie, I need to send Cookie an invite, that's right. Since you can't hear me in Discord.
What?
Just Dark telling me to invite him. Dark,
Invite.
Dark, leave the VC real quick and rejoin. Cookie, you're you're on. Hey, Dark.
Okay,
What's up,
can
bro?
you hear me? Okay, cool. I've been sitting here talking and like my name's been popping up, so like my mic's working. It's just you couldn't hear me. All right, so I'm gonna be driving for Haas today, right?
Wow. All right,
Oh.
so who we missing?
All right, so yeah, I'm driving for Haas. Let's go.
Bruh. You're a commentator, that's what you are.
What? No,
Bruh, you're not a racer.
I'm the backup Haas driver, bro.
Let's see, we got.
Yeah, me too. I'm the backup Alpine driver.
Let's see, we got.
I wanted to come slum it in tier 2, man.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. We got Kira. We got Eric. We've got Baba. We got. We're missing Hope. Where is Hope? Ah, there he is. He finally responds in the Discord. Wait.
And they don't do any qualifying. It's just 32 laps straight.
Basically.
Wow, that's tough.
Hope this
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
is taking him forever to load in.
You should at least give them a one-shot qualifying.
Do they genuinely not get qualifying?
Yep, no qualifying. The grid is set up according to the standings. At least
Are
reverse.
y'all? Oh, so y'all? Yeah, you're doing reverse order. Okay, never mind.
Let's see. We have Eric is first, and then we got who's next? Stonic. Oh, it's Stonic? Wait, no, that's right. He's on PlayStation, which is a different name here. Then we got Pyro. After Pyro, it's Lumen. Kuzy's at the bottom. Aries. Carlos is there.
Hmm.
Aries Kian. Alright, now we're just waiting for Hope. The one that's saying is taking forever. Okay, what are you doing here, Stu? Oh no, I should also give a forward. I should also.
Do I need to stream the game or no?
Nah. I mean, you can if you want to, but.
Can I race at the back? I just want to be at the back.
Bruh, no.
No, come on. I can't race for funsies and then just not count my wherever I place.
No, because there's a chance you might kill someone.
No,
Especially with the
no.
lag, man, that we've seen.
I don't, bro. I haven't been lagging. That was the very first race. And look, I'm not gonna lie, that second race, whenever I was like, yeah, I upgraded my hotspot, and then fucking Rogue was like, you were lagging and caused me. I wasn't lagging. I just put elbows out and pushed him into the wall, and he thought I was lagging. And actually,
Wow,
and I didn't really push him to the wall. He just fucking missed his brake and fucking drove himself into the wall. He locked up and went into the wall.
Uh-huh.
Wow, saying
I gave
that
him
live on stream and recording.
Look, I gave him plenty of room because like it was turn 3 of Vegas. I remember, I went to the inside and there was the whole like left side normal line that you're supposed to take. I broke early to take the inside line and he just drove into the wall.
Wow.
Like I wasn't even near him.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Totally.
saying.
That's definitely what happened.
It is.
Alright, close my door to my room. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, time to actually be professional. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another fantastic race for Tier 2 this season. It's going to be... Okay. It's going to be a fantastic race, y'all. Y'all ready?
Absolutely. Let's get this going here.
Why you put on an accent, my guy?
Cheerio, fish and chips and all.
Cheerio, fish and chips and all.
Yeah.
At our
this is my
favorite
British
track.
accent.
G Simper very much dislikes this track, but luckily
I actually
for-
like Imola.
I do too. I don't understand the hate.
I prefer Imola over Monza, to be honest.
I prefer Monza over Imola every day of the week. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the Tier 2 Imola Grand Prix.
Yep, Tier 2 Imola Grand Prix. And ladies and gentlemen, like I
Prix.
said from the last time we were here, the grid has already been set. It is reversed order from the championship standings. So we have Eric on pole because he just joined, so yeah. and I can't get through the rest because everyone readied up already. Awesome.
Dude.
So, who do y'all have your money on for this race?
Really, it depends on what setups people go with. I mean, sure, they're running the default setups, but there is still some variety, and your choices do matter.
Yep. Like you guys heard,
Absolutely.
ladies and gentlemen, in the audience, everyone has to be running the pre-setups. The presets. They cannot use their own custom setups. It's just the presets, so they have 5 of them to play with. And I really don't recommend the maximum downforce.
Yeah, only really recommend that one for Monaco, and this is a lot different than Monaco.
Yep.
To be honest, whenever I would play this grinding through the ranks before I hit A license, Monza I run with not balanced, but the one that's one click towards the higher or the lower downforce.
Like
So
top
not
speed.
the maximum, not the maximum top speed, but the one below it. That way you still got some speed on the straights, but still could turn.
Oh. Ford wants an invite.
I got him.
Alright.
Is he on? Where is...
I sent the invite to him.
Yeah, I got him. I sent him one on Xbox.
You sent it to him via Xbox? Alright. Alright, here we go. They're all ready. The time clock's down. Ticks down, not clocks down. That's stupid.
It still says waiting for players. Oh, there it goes.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Now, ladies and gentlemen,
Formation
remember,
lap.
Tier 2 does have a formation lap, so they can get used to the track, understand what's going on, and get their tires in the right working window. Oh, do we already have 2 disqualifications?
Disqualifications. Once Hope and I Know Drone. P5 and P8, a Mercedes driver and an Alpine driver.
Does not take off at the start.
Looks like it. Maybe they're taking a strategic route. Maybe they're just sitting there. So, and ladies and gentlemen, there is your possible strategies for the race. But back to what I was saying, they're possibly just there to try to figure out, trying to conserve conserve fuel.
Open, who is that into the gravel? That was... Who was that?
I'm not sure. I'm still looking at the front.
Could also, I don't know if that's a actual race disqualification or if that's just a formation lap. Because if you do have contact, it will reset you at the line.
Yep. Maybe it's just
Formation
formation lap. Because
they're getting very close.
Yep. I know last race there was a disqualification, but they were still in. I believe that was the Mercedes of Lumen. And ladies and gentlemen,
we'll see once Age gets here.
Yep. And one more thing, ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to mention Aries. Oxy Aries. He was over at Ferrari, but after that first race has decided to leave the Scuderia to go over to Atlassian Williams Racing to pair up with the current championship leader, Kuzy.
The one to watch on this start is Mr. Pyro. He has the best. He is angled to go straight, so he's not going to have to turn for that slight right off the takeoff.
Let's see how this goes, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Cars lined up. Tires warmed. But cooling quickly. Engines rolling. And the wheels go spinning towards turn 1. Oh, the Ferrari got a pretty bad start. And it looks like they might be underfueled already. We're riding on board with the Aston Martin of Cookie. Oh, and he moved up into P2. Already going above. going ahead of the Alpine. Everyone else behind still seems to be... Oh! Cookie goes off into the gravel!
Not surprising at that corner. That corner is very hard to understand.
And towards the back, we have 2 positions change. Kuzy moves up to P8 and is making a move for P7. And he's up a position. Oh, contact!
Contact!
Contact! Double contact. Both Williams have made contact with the Ferrari.
Ooh, I know Drone just bumped his way right past Hope there as well.
I know Drone is making strides. He is trying to get to the front of the grid as quickly as possible, trying to get a gap between himself and the championship leader, Kuzy. We're coming to the end of the first lap. The Ferrari still leading.
It is a thing to note that once Hope and Kuzy are the only 2 on the grid that are running the hard compounds.
Oh, contact in the middle of the pack. I know Drone and his teammate
Lumen.
Nebula, actually the Mercedes of Lumen, have made contact going to turn 1. And Lumen goes for a dive bomb.
Lumen.
Oh!
Oh,
and-
he locks up! He locks up and they're off!
Oh, contact, contact. I know Drone and Lumen are at the back of the grid.
Yep. Lumen goes for a dive bomb on the Alpine, but manages to lock their tires together and take them both out off into the gravel. Thankfully, no one was beached.
Whoa.
Let's see if there is any damage. No damage for either, at least not that I can see.
No damage for either, but Kuzy is up to P4 already from the back of the grid. But the Ferrari in the lead has been slowly making a gap of his own.
Absolutely. Anya Nebula takes that fastest lap from age Tio Eric. But, oof.
And Nebula
This might be a
takes the
tight finish.
position on the Aston Martin to take P2. Because of that, it is slowly bringing Kuzy
Ooh.
in the Williams into the fray. Oh! And the Aston Martin goes around the outside of turn 7 to get the position back. This constant fighting between the Aston Martin and Alpine is slowly reeling in the Williams of Kuzy, the championship leader. Nebula is slowly losing ground to Cookie and the Aston Martin. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm mistaken. He just gained 2/10 out of the wonky hairpin whatever section.
That wonky section, absolutely. And he is absolutely flying here. Nebula is actually just about gaining on Cookie, but Cookie is losing quite a bit of time to age Tio Eric.
That is true indeed.
As Eric just took the fastest lap with a 1:18.7.
We're coming
Kuzy also
to
gaining.
turn 1.
Really, these
Oh.
2 in second and third should be working together to catch back up to the leader. Them fighting is just gonna knock them out of this race and hand it over to age.
That is true. But the question is, could their battle possibly get Cookie? Oh, Cookie goes wide into the gravel.
Kuzy goes wide there.
Contact in the rear. Looks like the other Williams made contact with the Ferrari in P5.
And as we look further down the grid, we still have Lumen. I know Drone overtakes Lumen. Lumen is now 1.5 seconds out of that DRS. And I know Drone is absolutely flying here. Also 9 seconds back from Once Hope. But, wow.
That is devastating.
Hope-
Carlos making up
once-
so many positions on the start of the race getting all the way up to near. Oh, what just happened? Cookie spins out
Cookie spins out.
at the final turn. That leaves.
Cookie spins out. He's now down to P7.
That leaves Nebula and Kuzy to be fighting for P2. But not just that, the Ferrari of Kian, it looks like he might be going for a move on the Williams. Nope, he decides not to just yet.
Oh wow, this Ferrari has been very stuck to the book. He is absolutely...
Oh! Kuzy goes
In
wide!
the grass, he has the chance.
But
There's really
does he have the
almost a little
battery?
bit of
He
contact.
did not have the battery to combat Kuzy. Oh! Contact! Kuzy has been
There's
spun!
contact.
Kuzy was
That move
pitted.
up the inside did not go as he planned.
Oh my goodness.
That door got
He
shut
saw that.
fast and hard.
Aries
he
capitalized
saw that
upon
gap.
that and gained a position. Onto the podium goes Aries. Aries, remember, ladies and gentlemen, was our P3 finish from last race. If he continues on this pace, he might just gain the championship lead over Kuzy. Kuzy going for a
Here we
move down
have-
the inside of turn 1, and Aries does
Williams
not
are
fight
doing
it.
teamwork. Williams are working together there. You can see it. Or are they?
Oh, contact from the Williams as Aries goes into the rear of Kuzy.
No, there was no contact
is
there. It got
not-
close. But
This is not what Williams Racing is looking for. They're looking to work together and get the best possible position that they have. As currently Kuzy is 3 seconds back from that Alpine car, which is 6 seconds back from that Ferrari car. And now, Kuzy goes a little wide there.
Kuzy is losing the rears a bit. Has he been pushing too hard in these early stages? Has he worn out those hard tires just too early? I know Kuzy and Aries have taken the time to practice in the simulator for this exact race. But the question is, was all that practice against the AIs worth it if they're not willing to work together?
Absolutely, Chris. And, talking about that, it looks like they may be working together here, but at the same time, it also looks like Aries also wants the best result for him in his own championship.
That is true. Aries was once rivals with Kuzy over at the Ferrari, but decided to jump ship to the Williams outfit. Could there still be some of that inner turmoil, that rivalry that Aries craves against Kuzy?
Kuzy keeps going wide there. Kuzy's having a very tough time, it looks, with grip.
Yes, his rears are not looking the greatest for Kuzy right now.
Now, if you look at the very front of the grid, you have Age absolutely flying away.
Cookie
What happened?
in the Aston Martin spins, I think. A momentary yellow flag in the rears in Sector 2. Cookie is not having the greatest time right now.
No, Cookie is really going through it here. He's started really strong. He's been in P2 and then obviously had that contact and spun out.
Yep. Oh, and he
he's
goes
going
into
into
the
the
pits.
pits.
And he does.
And a 10-second
Oh
time
my
penalty.
goodness.
Oh,
I guess
no.
he kept spinning because of those tires just too old. And he's having a slow stop.
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness.
That is an
His day
awful
just went
stop.
from bad to horrible to terrible.
Absolutely. That is the worst pit stop I think I've seen from Aston Martin.
I know Drone Carlos in the Alpine P7, still 9.1 seconds away from the Mercedes of Once Hope. Oh, hold up, back to the front. Kuzy makes a move onto the Alpine just before
he just snuck around the outside of the hairpin or the chicane there.
And the other Williams of Kuzy is making strides trying to overtake the Alpine as well. But does
Looks like
Nebula really struggling? Nebula is really struggling with grip here. He is already down a 10th, or almost down a second from Kuzy. Looks like he is using that overtake button to stay ahead of Aries.
That is true. And we have another pit stop of Kian in the Ferrari.
Looks like if you look at the front right tire of once Nebula.
Ami Nebula went wide into the gravel, and Aries capitalizes upon that mistake and overtakes him. It is a Williams 2-3 double podium.
And if you look at the front right of Ami Nebula, that tire is very, very worn.
That is true indeed. Was there contact with the Williams earlier that we did not see? Some wheel banging to increase that tire dig?
Yeah,
or is that just the natural degradation of the track?
Absolutely, definitely could be there. But here we have Oxy Aries obviously making a very good overtake following his teammate Kuzy.
And Nebula goes into the pits, deciding to get rid of these mediums.
Our leader, the leader of this pack of the grid, is he's balancing that fuel on a knife's edge. He's gonna have to start saving, or he's gonna end up underfueled.
That is true. And oh my goodness, actually, looking at the tires of the leading Ferrari, those look immaculate. I am not seeing graining whatsoever.
Absolutely not. He is really taking care of those tires.
Incredible stuff. And he's utilizing his battery a little bit better than the championship leader. I think Kuzy might be under threat of a potential competitor. Yet again, ladies and gentlemen, Eric is new to the grid, so he started on pole, no problem. So is this just because he hasn't had to deal with any dirty air?
Oh, I'm starting to see a little bit of tire drag on that front left. His fronts are looking a little bit worse than his back two tires, but when you compare that to Kuzy, his front rights look a lot more degraded than HTO Eric's.
That is true, but the question is, this is Imola, an old school circuit, so a lot of the exits are the most valuable here. And I'm seeing a lot of sliding of the rears from Kuzy in the Williams. Could that be detrimental? Because if we look at the Ferrari, he is just having the greatest of exits, no slides at all. He might go wide. He might go wide, crossing the white line, but I am not seeing the rear stepping out on him at all.
He is being really, really soft on his tires and still managing to pull away from Kuzy, as that gap was 9 seconds just a couple laps ago, and now it is 11 seconds.
Has the Ferrari decided to start pushing on those tires?
He's definitely using a lot more battery now. As he was, I remember it being at 70% battery. Now he is only at 35% on his battery.
The same can be said about Kuzy. Look at that. He is going all the way down to 20%. I haven't seen him using that much battery at all this race or the previous one.
Oh,
I know Drone gets a 10-second penalty for speeding into the pits. That is 2 drivers. I repeat, 2 drivers with a 10-second time penalty now. And
We have a
Carlos, I
caution
know
in
Drone
sector
goes
3
too
also.
hard. Is he committing to a 1-stop? It might be a little too early for a 1-stop.
I think he might be going for a 2-stop here, medium, hard, medium, to finish the race on the faster tire than maybe any other people are thinking about. But I mean, looking at the tire, Greg, of Age Eric's, I mean, he genuinely can do a 1-stop, it looks to me.
Ooh, and Eric locked up into the penultimate corner and goes into the pits.
Oh.
And he just
yeah.
barely gets under that pit limit. Does Kuzy go into the pits as well? No, he stays out. Of course, he is on those hard tires. We got a slow vehicle. Lumen spun out at the end of Sector 1. Both the Mercedes and Williams of Aries and Hope go into the pits. Hope goes onto another set of mediums as Aries goes onto the hards. Man, this is why I absolutely just love and adore motor racing. Because anything could happen.
This is an absolutely fantastic race. This is very well managed by Age. He's now P2 with very, very fresh hards. I think he will probably try and go to the end on these hards.
But
and with
can he
the
go
amount that
all the way
he
to
was
the
able to
end
save
on those
that.
hards for 20 laps? He was able to go for 12 laps on those mediums. Can he stretch out those hards for 20?
We don't know, but we will find out.
Kuzy goes straight past the pit entrance again.
Kuzy, it looks like he has a really, really bad tire deck, though.
If he is planning on doing a 2-stop, I think he needs to pit now.
Yeah, absolutely. Or maybe he goes in at 16. Maybe he's trying to extend it out. Goes in at 16 and then splits those last 16 laps into 2 sets of 8s with the mediums.
That is true.
Ooh.
I know Drone goes for the fastest lap.
On a pretty fresh set of hard compound tires.
That is true. Right now, as it stands,
Kuzy looks like it's really pushing here.
Everyone besides Kuzy has come in to make a pit stop.
That is absolutely true. I'm not exactly sure what his real plan is.
Kuzy
If he stays
has
out for
lost
another
2
lap.
seconds this lap. Lumen goes off into the grass out of the first chicane.
To believe that Lumen was actually in Tier 1 last season. And now he has been demoted into Tier 2 for the Mercedes AMG Petronas Motorsport team. He's really not getting that, experience that he needs. It's really kind of concerning.
Yes, that is true indeed. As Aries goes and sets the newest fastest lap with a 1:18.2. That is fast.
That is a really, really good lap. Very, very well done from Aries.
Teo Eric has not set a fastest lap. And he's been on those hards as well. And got another 3 seconds onto Kuzy this lap. Kuzy needs to pit. He is already going to be undercut by the Ferrari. If Kuzy doesn't pit within these next within this lap, he's going to be undercut by the other Ferrari in P3 as well. Sure, he will be on a new set of tires, but will it be enough at the end of the race?
Ooh, he is really locking up at these corners. It's not really what he's looking for if he wants to make those tires last. And if you look at that front right, there is major tire drag. Ooh, and if you go back down to, I know Drone and Once Hope, I know Drone has gotten past him.
That is,
and he has DRS on the straight.
That is true, but do not forget, he does have a 10-second time penalty, and we do not know if he's actually going to try to attempt to go all the way to the end on these tires.
Absolutely.
We saw earlier on the mediums, his tire wear was pretty significant. Hold on, go to P4 and 5. Aries is trying to make a move on Nebula in the Alpine.
Ooh, does he try and go down the inside? Ooh, it looked like he wanted to there for a second.
Oh, and he's going for a move into the chicane in the back of the grid. Contact was made.
Oh.
Aries needs to give that position back. He overtook off track.
Looks like he is not, absolutely not having that. And he is continuing, it seems.
That is going to be given to the stewards after the race to investigate.
Absolutely, that is absolutely not clean racing. But if you look at the battery comparison, Nebula has been saving up that battery quite a bit better than Aries has. Aries obviously using that battery now to try and stay ahead of the Alpine. Oh no!
Oh! And it just gets even worse for Nebula.
Oh no, and you can see that he's on those 7-lap old mediums. You can see that tire drag starting to happen to that front right tire.
Nebula will need to pit again. Hold on, Nebula needs to pit again. He started on the mediums and pitted to the mediums.
He does have to pit to the mediums.
And back to the front, Tio Eric has cut that 10-second gap just 2 laps ago in half.
Oh my.
5.3 seconds. I don't know what Kuzy's doing.
I feel like Kuzy might be trying his best to make those tires last until lap 20 or so. And maybe try and go onto those mediums for a one-stop.
He will have to, but at the end, the pit loss here is about 28 seconds. If he pits now, he will come out 24 seconds away from Tio Eric. Will he be able to use those mediums well enough where it's not going to be blistering, screaming at the end of the race and be able to challenge the Ferrari?
I think that Ferrari might actually be making another stop before the end of this race. I think he might be going medium soft, medium, or medium hard, medium.
Aries makes a move on Kian in the Ferrari.
Oh, Kuzy is into the pits on lap 18.
After that gap was cut down from 15 seconds when Tio Eric came out of the pits all the way down to 2.5 seconds. And Kuzy is still in the pits. He is going to be undercut by the Ferrari.
Oh no, his one-stop strategy does not look like
Kuzy might be undercut by the Alpine, by both Alpines.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
that is not what you want.
Barely edged out the Alpine of Nebula.
But Kuzy with P5, with very, very new tire. Oh!
Very new tires, so he needs to get his mind back into the groove of, I have new tires. I have the grip to go for these corners.
Absolutely, but it looks like he has already kind of got that, as he has got that gap down from about 2 seconds to 1.2 already.
Aries
he is
in the
gaining.
other Williams has been setting fastest laps earlier and is slowly gaining on the Ferrari.
Absolutely, wasn't that gap 17 seconds earlier?
Yes, it was indeed. It is 15.3 seconds now. Oh my goodness, hold on. Oh! Tio Eric has a back marker, so he is getting DRS. And Nebula hit with the 10-second time penalty for speeding into the pits. I know
Oh boy, this race for Tio Eric has just gone the right way.
Oh my
in
goodness!
every way
I know
possible.
Drone just got out of the way for the Williams to overtake. He didn't fight it at all.
Maybe, do you think there might be a plan there?
I do not know. They were rivals last race. I don't understand why Carlos would just get out of the way and let his rival just on through.
Yeah, for sure. That really doesn't make any sense there, but
I would
you know,
understand
what's
it.
happened has happened, and
I would understand
Well,
if you
now
let
he
him
is-
through in this section of the track. So, I Hope has been hit with the time penalty for multiple corner cuts.
multiple warnings. Oh, jeez.
But
I know Drone is losing a ton of time to Kuzy.
Let's check those
Obviously,
tires.
his tires are 7 laps older than that within Kuzy's new medium tires.
7
Kuzy
laps.
making very, very, very good work of those new medium tires.
But the question
No, that
is it
gap
going
is-
to be enough to get to Tio Eric? Because Kuzy does need to get 6.7 seconds to his teammate, and not only that, the 14.8 seconds to the leader.
I mean, he only has 10 laps to do that. I don't know if he'll be able to do it. He'd have to have Vincent Payson able to do that.
Has Kuzy left it too late in the race to make any gains, to make any impressions? He is gaining on his teammate yet again, Kuzy is on fresher medium tires compared to the hards of his teammate, who is losing time to the Ferrari in the lead. The only thing I can see Kuzy gaining a chance to challenge for the lead is if the Williams work together, but at that point, I don't think it's even worth it. On those old tires with Aries, I don't think he will be able to keep up or provide any effective slipstream or DRS assist.
I definitely agree with that. This race has kind of gone in Kuzy's favor from the start, and then, you know, I feel like he extended those tires just a little bit too much.
And not only that, the leading Ferrari has a back marker just in front of him. I believe he's been using that back marker to be given DRS on the straight. He does not have DRS this time, but he is still getting a slipstream effect from the Aston Martin.
Aries is slowly losing time to that Ferrari.
A gap that was once 14.4 seconds is now 16.3.
This has turned into quite the race for age, but for that Williams duo, definitely a very good race for the championship in the sense of it. But also, for Kuzy, this is not the greatest result that he wanted.
That is true indeed. I think at this point, Kuzy's just aiming for P2. At the same time, Aries, our P2 finish last race, he might be trying to aim for that P2 finish again and might not play the team player and block his teammate.
The Williams teammates might come into a little bit of a fighting action here. We'll see what that Williams team principal does with that, to see if he lets them race or if they just help each other out and try their best to gain to age.
That is true indeed. And Lumen in the Mercedes has finally overtaken the AI of Cookie.
Oh Lord, that is tough.
A race that has ended in controversy is still in controversy as the AI overtakes Lumen. And this battle, even though they are ghosted, is affecting Tio.
He has lost just a little bit of time there.
He lost it, but it appears that he gained it back as well. Whoa, okay, that was a leg.
Yeah, I thought he was about to spin out there, but he is... Oh my god. He is lagging quite a bit there.
Tio Eric, if he does not get hit with controversy, will go on to win the race with a larger gap than... Oh my good... Lumen has been hit with a 10-second time penalty for speeding the pits. Tio Eric, I think he might have lagged out.
I know Drone also hit with another 10-second time penalty for the pits. As I know Drone is getting rid of that 10-second time penalty, but he had just received another one. That is unfortunate.
It is just constant bad luck for the Alpine driver. Both Alpines now have a 10-second time penalty. And Hope might be able to capitalize on the Alpine's bad luck, as both Alpines, like I said, have a 10-second time penalty, and Hope is within 10 seconds of the leading Alpine. So
yeah, absolutely. He is within 10 seconds. That is huge. Absolutely huge for the Mercedes driver of Hope.
Kuzy is slowly eking out the gap to his teammate. But I'm starting to see some wear on those front tires. Now let's see his exit. How are his rears? Is he sliding like he was earlier at the beginning of the race on those hards?
He is also using quite a bit of battery. Ooh,
he goes off into the gravel. He is pushing to the absolute limit on these tires, trying to make up every gain that he can.
I mean, and if you look at it here, this is a very unfortunate race for Kuzy, but he has absolutely done the best that he can to get back into a very good points position. Obviously still on a podium, But he has cut that gap down from, what was it, 10 seconds all the way down to 1.9 now.
Incredible stuff from the lead Williams driver here in Tier 2.
Absolutely. Oxy Aries is slowly losing time to Tio Eric, but that is... Oh!
Tio Eric has
Looks like some
overtaken...
teamwork. Teamwork going on here from Aries as he lets Kuzy by, plays the ultimate team game.
I don't understand that. Kuzy is too far away from Tio Eric to try to make anything happen.
Absolutely, but at the same time, you also have to think Aries does not know Kuzy's tire situation.
That is true.
So he possibly could think that maybe he is on really fresh mediums and catch him. You never know.
Those rear tires, I see graining on it.
Yeah, that back right is just not really looking too good, as well as that front right for Kuzy. He hasn't really been gaining on age, though. He's not gaining, nor is he losing time.
He gains about 2/10, but then loses 2/10 again. See that?
Yeah,
he was at 20.1 before going to the final 2 corners, but then he was down to 20.1 seconds before going to the final 2 corners. Going through it, the penultimate corner got up to 19.9, but then lost it out of the final corner back to 20.1. He has
Absolutely,
gained
but on
time now.
On that straight, he gained quite a bit, but he has just lost that in that one corner.
He just lost almost all of it, 19.9 seconds. He is slowly gaining, but is he just losing too much time? He is losing too much time into these corners.
If you go look at Tio Eric's tires, they look flawless. His tire management is absolutely unbelievable.
I'm seeing
those hard tires are really going to be able to get through there all the way until the end.
That is true. His front tires look incredible, but the rears, I'm looking at the rears and they do not look the greatest.
Maybe those tires don't look the greatest, but he is certainly handling it well.
He pitted on lap 12? And has
12 or 13.
And has been just going on and on. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot that.
He has been just absolutely doing such a great job with his tire management, the strategy, just everything.
He is gaining time on Kuzy now. 20.7 seconds.
Absolutely. Kuzy's starting to lose time to Oxy Aries. It looks like Oxy is trying to catch him and go for that P2 position.
Oxy Aries' front tires do not look the greatest, but his rears are actually looking slightly better to his teammate. And Aries has more battery than Kuzy.
This is a really big fight here for P2 and their teammates as well. This makes it all the more risky if something does happen as Oxy Aries decides to dip a tire into the gravel. But Oxy has DRS and he is using that battery.
But he is not going for a move. Is Aries trying to wait until the final lap to make a move? He is saving up battery a lot better than Aries. Matter of fact, it looks like Aries might be using battery to try to... Kuzy might be using battery to stay ahead of his teammate.
This is absolute controversy. This is insane. As Oxy Aries gave up that position earlier in this race to see if his teammate could see if he could catch up there. But he has honestly lost a ton of time from 20 seconds now to 22 and a half. This has really turned into kind of a
and Kuzy slides out of the exit of the back chicane.
Absolutely, you see this here. Oh,
Lumen hit
Lumen
with
gets
a 3
another
second
penalty.
Kuzy
But-
is just trying to stay ahead. And Aries, I don't understand why he's not going for a move.
Ooh, I think he might go for a move on the last lap. I
It'll
think he's
be
been
his
really
only
saving up
time.
that battery. I feel like he's really saving up that battery. I feel like Kuzy is definitely quicker than him in some parts of the track. But, I mean, obviously, Aries is really keeping up with him. Like, through this first sector, it really seems like Aries has Kuzy beat. But through this second sector, I think Kuzy really hasn't beaten. Through that third sector, it's very, very even, I believe.
Kuzy has saved the battery. They are going on the defense into this final lap, it looks like.
Both of them are at 100% ERS. This will be a last lap battle of the century. Who will take P2 in this F1 Tier 2 Imola race?
Aries
As
needs to
neither
get
of
a
them are
better
using
exit
battery.
than Kuzy out of this final corner.
Absolutely.
And
It looks
it
like
looks
he's kind
like
of
he
easing
might have.
off of that. Ooh, but
It
he has lost
looks-
quite a bit of time there.
It looks like he waited way too late to use battery.
Yes, he did. This might not turn into anything very good here for Oxy Aries, but does he go for a move later in the lap?
He might go for a move
he might
going
go
into
for
the
a move,
hairpin.
He might. I mean, he definitely... Oh, he's a little bit too far back. Maybe he goes into it for the chicane. Because he is very, very close. Under 5/10 now.
Kuzy,
He's at 4/10.
it might be under fueled.
Kuzy's
Dangerous.
absolutely underfueled. This is ridiculous.
Aries might get Kuzy coming up. And
As
Age Tiric in his debut race has won. But the race is not over as the two Williams are going at each other. Who will have a better exit?
Oh, it looks like Aries kind of backed off there. And that's how it finishes.
Kuzy just
3/10
barely
back.
gets it.
That was a very, very entertaining race, if I have ever seen one. As Lumen continues with that penalty, I know Drone. Where does he finish?
I know Drone and both Alpines
P5.
finish where they are, as Once Hope is 10 seconds away.
Oh no. And that will be it for the Tier 2 race. What an absolutely exciting race that we have had today.
Incredible
Wow.
stuff, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, wow, wow. As we have an F1 Tier 2 debut racer just absolutely taking care of his tires and pulling away with an absolutely wonderful fashion. As there you have it. H.T.O. Eric.
H.T.O. Eric,
What
yes.
a race.
Brazilian
have
and
the
red, making a fantastic name for himself. Living the dream that we all wish we could have seen with Ayrton Senna.
Absolutely.
incredible work. 20
Absolutely.
over 20-second gap lead at the end.
Absolutely. This race kind of just was an absolute disaster there for Kuzy. It started really well, and then he extended those tires a little bit too far, and that ended up costing him that race win, I believe.
Not only that, I think it was also the early stages too, because there was a
Absolutely.
lot of contact made in the early stages of the race. And Aries, fantastic work. If we remember correctly, he was no. Who was it? Someone at the beginning of the race was almost taken out, and they managed to get fantastically a good race result.
Absolutely. Aries finished really well in that race. A double Williams podium, which is honestly the best thing that you could ask for. Besides a 1-2 is a 2-3. That was a wonderful, wonderful race to watch. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to this year's 2025 Tier 2 Round 2 race at Imola.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's go over to the cool down room and get an interview with the racers.
Very
we did not
slight.
make contact.
Yeah, we did.
Hello.
That might have been a desync thing.
Carlos, Aries, incredible work.
What about it?
I know.
Outlasting me on fucking penalties.
Exactly. You got 2 10-second time penalties for speeding in the pits, and yet still managed to finish where you ended on track.
Yeah.
All because of that fucking 3-second penalty in my fucking morning. But I was worrying about that.
I kind of
The
forgot how
entire
close the pit
race.
lane speed limit thing was, and I drove right through it on the first one. And then the second one, it was just like, I was like 1 mile an hour over.
That is tough stuff.
Yeah, we did make contact there. We made contact there. A lot of contact on lap 2. And you like dive bombed me. See this. I left room again. I went to on the racing line to the outside, and you just full dive bomb me.
Oh.
Yo, I'm sending that to the marshals. Your teammate.
Oh, thank God. Oh my God.
Oh, Lumen.
It wasn't you. Holy shit. That was actually
Yeah,
crazy.
Lumen definitely had a tough race today. What were your thoughts on Lumen and how he finished that race?
I don't know. He was like a minute behind me, so I didn't really see him.
Very true. Very true. But also a very valid answer.
Hi, Kira.
It just wasn't a day for Mercedes. It wasn't the greatest day.
Alright. It's an alright finish.
Yeah, I hope you had a really good start to that race, and then what happened?
Who?
My first set of hards. It was lovely.
Bro, my hards are like disappearing. Or my mediums. They were gone within like 11 laps.
Oh, my mediums just I felt slow. I was slow, and they were degrading.
Well,
they were degradingly slow.
On my hards, on my second set of mediums, I felt good.
Wait, you went medium, hard, medium?
Yeah. I was meant to go medium, hard, soft, but it wouldn't let me switch to soft for some reason.
Stonic, how about you? You in the Alpine also got a 10-second penalty. Was very unfortunate, but you managed to make the most of it.
Dude, I was not expecting to win in the slightest. I'm still sick.
For a while there, you were challenging for the podium positions.
What? He was nowhere near the podium.
I was at the beginning of the race, Carlos. You were just towards the back, so you didn't see.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I was in second. I was in second for like the first like good portion of the race.
Yeah, as soon
I
as
was in like third for like 10 seconds.
But
As
dude, the
soon-
Williams are just too fast. They're not tier 2. I'm gonna be honest with you.
The first Ferrari guy and then the 2 Williams should not be in tier 2.
Those guys are just way too quick.
Just no, kick him out and send him to T1.
Like Aries
For real.
maybe he would be still pretty fast for tier 2.
But then again, Ari
Ferrari.
the entire time from his teammate.
Yeah, true. So he's just pulling him along.
But at the same time, in order to keep up with him, you still gotta have a driving ability.
Yeah.
And I don't remember who the f it was. I think it was the second Williams driver. Someone kept bumping into me for a while.
Oh yeah.
And I was like someone tapped me from the back, and then I nearly
I can tap you.
spun out, and they didn't pass me. So like okay, and then we got to like the downhill where it's like a weird little downhill chicane thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, at that point, the same person had bumped me in the. I tried going wide right, and they apparently just followed me because they proceeded to bump me 2 or 3 more times, almost pretty much off track.
Who finished P4? Kian. That's right.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Kira, the Mad Dog. How far away were you from the podium?
Oh, he was like 12 seconds off. Or 20 seconds.
Good night to you. Good night to everybody. I am Brazilian, so I will ask you some consideration about my English. I'm sorry for that. But I felt that I was pretty close until I was racing against I think was 80, the two Williams that, and Oxy was behind me, my past fellow Ferrari friend, and at some moment of the race, I think it was Sadie, she put me on the grass, and I lost all my pace for Oxy that passed right through me, and after that I was just trying to keep up. You know, I didn't have a much of a pace after that. I think Alpine almost got me too, and
That was me.
it was yeah. It was hard because my tires was burning as hell, and I didn't have the pace for try to get the podium position, but it was I think it was a great race.
A phenomenal race, and not just for you, but also your teammate making his debut in this tier, in this league, and going on to win the race.
Yeah, Eric is awesome. I told him that he have the pace for Taiwan, and he was not very confident on keeping up the P1, but that guy is amazing. He's so fast.
Yeah, I mean, he finished the race over 20 seconds ahead, winning it.
Yep. He's on another league.
He pitted at the end of lap 12 and going on to the hards for 20 laps. Incredible tire management. Us commentators were just looking at it and just in awe. We saw almost zero degradation on those tires.
Yeah, he was doing his own race.
Well, I won't take up any more of your time, Kira. Like I said, you're Brazilian. It's late for you. You are free to go and sleep.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Valeu.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna head out too. I'm fucking drained, man. Like, right. Dude, like I said, I'm still partially sick, dude. I still don't have all the energy back
No
so
worries.
I'm white. You guys have a good night.
Good night, Stonic.
You just,
Yo, whose mic is?
Seems like Carlos.
It's Carlos.
it's me.
Kuzy.
Yeah, your mic is like scary.
Kuzy.
I mean,
Leading all the way up to this race, you and your teammate Aries Baba have been going at it in the simulator, doing amazing work. But when it came to the race, you just didn't quite seem to have it. You went for the one stop starting on the hards, but it seemed like you waited a little too long to pit.
It was my big thing was I had too much tire degradation from the beginning because I was behind a bunch of slower cars. I felt like, and that just ate at my tires. I could have went for 20 laps, but those couple laps where I had to fight other cars, that didn't really help.
Well, why are you on your sister's Discord account?
Because she has it freaking connected to my Xbox, and I don't feel like undoing it and then her going.
Okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah.
I forgot you guys shared the same one.
No, it's all good.
And then
sure.
Baba,
Yeah.
Aries.
Yeah.
We saw that your tire wear wasn't as bad as Kuzy, your teammate, later in the race, and you were saving up more battery than Kuzy. I just gotta ask, why no overtake? Why no battle there?
Why?
I mean, because, I mean, how do I... We both had pretty bad tire deg, actually. Towards coming up to the last lap, my tires were at around like 77% wear, so, yeah, as he said, I didn't want to fight, because that would have just caused extra wear. His tires were close to popping, so didn't want to cause that extra stress in the back of our minds, thinking that we could have the race ruined if our tires were to, explode.
I see.
So.
Well, with that, you have finished 2 times in a row P3 on the podium. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I feel like I could have kept P2, but considering my teammate, he's higher than me on the drivers standing. He asked me if I could let him through, and I didn't see a problem with that.
I see. Ghosts, rare ghosts. I'm assuming you were a part of the audience watching on Twitch?
Not really.
Ah, dang, I was gonna...
No, I'm just here because I'm here, man.
Fuck with that.
I was gonna ask if you...
Wait a minute, hold on. That is not true.
What is not true?
Didn't you just say it's because... Stewie, didn't you say it's just because you were here?
No, I said
Okay,
you're here to be here.
Oh, I thought you said I'm only here because of you, and I'm like, that is not true.
No.
All right.
I mean, look, if it is true, you ain't gotta say. I mean, we already know.
Well,
you know something that I don't know?
I do. I know everything.
Okay. Before it gets to those after-hour moments, let's leave it at this. if you have any final words to say to the audience still watching, what's your final remarks over this race?
Give me a 20-second penalty. Send me to the wall. That's my final words.
All right, Bubba.
I don't know. Great work.
Hope.
Just gotta do better. Next race.
And finally,
Singapore, let's go.
And finally, our championship leader, Kuzy.
Great work out there today from the team. Pit stops were excellent. I just
Get you a sister you
appreciate-
can practice with.
yeah. My sister was the front jackman. She was exceptional. But no, it's great work by the team. We all did a good job. We all did our job, and that's what matters. So good finish.
All right, y'all heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, just before I end it off, come back next week for the Singapore Grand Prix, where these people do not know that it's going to be a wet race. All right, peace out.
Yes.
They go, what?
Yes.